Be here. Let me know if the music is too soft or too loud. Sometimes we have people tell us like they can't hear it at all. So today, I know last week's live we did a little bit of styling, but today's live we're actually going to be doing an interview. So before I get into this very special interview, I have a few announcements to make. So this upcoming Saturday, there's going to be a fashion show at Inspiration Hawaii Museum, and so Island by Koa Nani is super excited. We're going to be attending to help out. So it starts at 5 and it ends at 10 on this Saturday, and it's gonna be for Lunar New Year. So the brand Beth and Brian Cheaphow are gonna be there. So you can just look up their on social media.
We're also sponsoring.
Oh yes, thank you. So we're also sponsoring the event, and Jason, she was Miss Honolulu 2024. She's gonna be there. She's gonna be modeling for Beth and Brian Cheaphow, and then really exciting events for her this year, 2025. She's gonna be competing for Miss Chinatown USA. So that's really exciting. All the best luck to her. I know I mentioned it in my last slide, but Island by Koa Nani is also gonna be going to Maui this weekend, our team, to be supporting Miss Maui USA, the pageant. So that's super exciting. We've been sponsoring them for a bit. So today, if you guys aren't aware, Island by Koa Nani on our website has a blog. It's called Do It Like a Wahine, where we feature kind of women doing their own thing and making their own way in the world. So today I have a really special guest. It's actually my mom. She's gonna be on the Do It Like a Wahine blog. So at 58 years old, Shanae Yu is a wahine that can do it all. From rock climbing to yoga to studying nutrition, she's really passionate about maintaining and continuing her health and fitness every day. So her discipline and passion for living a balanced life have really inspired other people to do the same, and she wants to encourage you that you can start your fitness journey no matter what age you are in life. So please be welcoming in the comments, you guys. I know she's a bit nervous. I'm so glad you agreed to do this for me, Mom. But yeah, let's get started. If you guys have any questions or comments during this live, let me know, and then the team will show me and let me know if there's anyone. But yeah, so why don't we start? Why don't you tell me a little bit about your journey in nutrition and exercise, Mom?
Okay. Thanks for having me. I've always been a very physical kid. You know, ever since I can remember, I love just doing anything physical. However, nutrition I came upon by accident. So right when you were about 2 years old, I decided to go back to school to study pharmacy. And it was right at this time where you had developed eczema.
Eczema?
Yeah. It was really bad and very concerning. So we went to multiple doctors at the time, still really not getting a very good answer. You know, lots of topical creams at best, but it never really cured the cause, the root.
Mm-hmm.
And so after diving into it a little bit more, we found a doctor that was a little bit more experienced in nutrition. At the same time, when I was doing my research, I realized it might be linked to food.
Yeah.
So when we went to see this doctor, we realized that it could be a food allergy.
Mm-hmm.
And after going through a few, that's very common in a lot of people, we found that dairy was the cause. So after we eliminated dairy from your diet, it was almost instantaneous that the eczema was gone. And so I realized, you know, maybe I'm taking the wrong journey. And so I switched from studying pharmacy to actually going in the direction of nutrition. Because I realized how the body can heal, how important, how crucial food
Diet
can be.
is, yeah.
Yes.
And so you got your bachelor's, right, at UH Manoa.
I did.
She got her bachelor's in science and human nutrition, right, in 2014. So I was a wee little child. I guess I know that's your journey in nutrition. What really got you into rock climbing? Because you said you've always been physically fit, you know, as a kid. So what really specifically got you into that?
Well, my love of climbing started the day I took you to, I wanted to get you active as well. So I took you to gymnastics.
That didn't work out.
Which you really did like.
I was bad at it. I was horrible at it.
But in that large facility, in that gym, there was a guy to the side, inside, that had created a Boulder indoor climbing gym. And so it really intrigued me. And so I walked over, we talked a little bit, and then, all of a sudden I had a pair of climbing shoes in my hands, and it was done. I was bitten, and from that day on, I just discovered the love of climbing.
Yeah.
Let's say hi to a few people.
Yeah, let's take a break to say hi to a couple of people. I can't see the screen, guys, so I'm gonna have to look around. But
I'll tell you.
yeah.
We have Alessandra from Italy.
Ooh.
From Pakistan.
Whoa, we have
have
different people joining us today.
TMA Max 5.
Wow.
Charisma. Shandizzle.
Wow.
Ocean Girl. Star Eye Jean. Minka Mula. And Lily.
It was all these crazy usernames and then Lily.
And then we have a few more.
Yeah, we have Roshan, Ruby, Ashraf, Soto, Witaya, Mong, Thompson.
Well, hi, you guys. Thank you all for joining. I can't currently see the screen right now, but that's really cool. I know we had some people joining from different places around the world, so that's super exciting. But yeah, I'm super excited to have you guys join us, and especially this specific live, which is with my mom. But again, if you guys leave any comments, my team will be sure to let me know, and we'll definitely pause the interview. So I guess going off of that and going off your education and nutrition, what is a really common misconception about food or nutrition that you think people follow?
Okay, so this is my favorite, and I think there's a lot of misconception about carbs. So, when someone wants to go on a diet, they want to lose a little weight, immediately what people usually say is, I'm cutting out carbs. And in actuality, our body needs carbs. Our brain needs carb. All of our vital organs needs carb in order to survive. So maybe the proper thing to say actually is, I want to cut out a lot of refined carbs, a lot of processed carbs. And I think that's what people usually mean, but it's really nice to maybe educate yourself a little bit on carbs first, and then secondly, know that if you try to cut out just a little bit of, because our supermarkets are packed with refined carbs and processed carbs, so maybe if you can start cutting it out a little bit more, you will definitely see the results. But at the end of the day, it's about moderation, because we all have a love for food in our own way. So we don't want to, get to a point where we're gonna restrict ourselves and get really upset, and go on this yo-yo diet. So that's not what we want to do. So again, at the end of the day, moderate yourself a little bit.
It's a lifestyle. Yeah, I agree.
We have a comment.
Yeah.
Holbrook David V says, hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you? What are you up to on this
Hello.
Tuesday? Do you have any plans for the weekend? I know I don't. Well, the museum, but other than that, I don't have much plans. How are you doing today, Mother?
Same. Same. Climbing. Yes.
Guys, sometimes you don't understand. Sometimes I'll be talking to her and she won't be listening. I'm like, what are you thinking about? She's like, my climbing route and the climbing gym.
It happens.
So I guess building off of that, what's your favorite part about yoga and rock climbing and doing what you do?
Both of them are extremely important to me in keeping me very centered and balanced, and it kind of resonates throughout my life and every day. But those two things I do regularly, and again, it brings me balance.
Have you seen any physical or mental changes after doing rock climbing and yoga? I know you said it brings you balance, so have you really seen any significant changes since starting?
Oh, absolutely. I think a lot of people don't know, especially about yoga, that it's extremely fit, or it's a extreme exercise, meaning that it does work out every part of your body, every core, every inch of all the muscles in your body. So I think a lot of people say, yoga, yeah, right. But it can be the most intense workout. And so coupled with climbing, it works out every part of your body. So yes, in essence, it does strengthen you. It really does cut you, should I say. It keeps you very lean and very strong.
Yeah, guys, she has more muscles than me. It's kind of sad. So you, speaking of rock climbing, she recently did a rock climbing competition for 50 and up people at your gym. So would you say that rock climbing has brought a sense of community in your life?
Definitely. So I have to share with you, every gym that you walk into, there's a certain unsaid bond and camaraderie. And it doesn't matter who you are, what walk of life you're from, if you're someone's mom or someone's kid or someone's uncle. As soon as you walk into that gym, all that falls away. And all you are is a climber. And everyone there is there for the love of climbing. There's no judgment. It's a competition purely with yourself. And so, yes, it's definitely a community. But when they had this competition, it was for 50 plus.
They called it the Golden
yes,
Grips.
The Golden Grips. And yes, it was very humbling. But I also discovered so many other people out there that are 50 plus that are still climbing strong and loving this, the love of climbing. So yes.
I really like that. I think especially when people get older, I know a lot of people can struggle with loneliness. So I think it's a really good way to get yourself out there and interact with other people. So I guess rewinding it, if you had to think about your younger self, what's one piece of advice you would give your younger self in terms of nutrition or health that you know now?
I'm probably going to say all the cliches and all the old stuff, but I wish I could say sleep more. You should have slept more. You should have woken up a little bit earlier, eaten a little bit better, and most importantly, not to sweat the small stuff, because life is hard, but let it roll, because it'll always come back to good.
I really like that advice. I think sometimes people can get really caught up in doing everything right in terms of health and fitness. So I really like that. And then I guess, what role does mindfulness play in your fitness journey, in terms of yourself?
We have a quick comment.
Yeah.
Star Jean says, I'm 53. Thanks for sharing your story.
Oh, right on. You keep going, girl. Right on. Awesome.
But yeah, that's why I really wanted to have her today, because I know that your story about working out and fitness and nutrition is really inspiring, especially as people get older and health becomes more important. So yeah, I'm really glad that there are other people who are enjoying it. But yeah, how does mindfulness play that role in your fitness journey?
I think, every day is a journey. There's really no finish line, so to speak. But I think the most important thing is to not sweat the small stuff and just enjoy the moments.
And then I guess, because we are a jewelry brand, what is your favorite piece of jewelry from us?
So I happen to be wearing it. It is the gold bangle plumeria carved. I think it's exquisite.
Oh, this one's
it's
the
beautiful.
Honu one, actually.
Oh, it's a Honu one, but both are beautiful. But I also appreciate their the cuff, the tricolor cuff. I think that's very unusual and gorgeous. And also I have this on. And I'm so happy and grateful that they allow me to wear these beautiful jewelry.
But yeah, we're both wearing pieces from the brand. So this is what I'm wearing right now. So it's this really beautiful these pearl pieces, and then also the earrings as well. So if you guys have any questions about the jewelry we're wearing today, let us know after the live. But these are found on our website for you to shop. And then is there anything else you'd like to say to people maybe who are watching who are around your age, who are wanting to start their fitness journey or, eat a bit healthier? Is there anything else you'd like to close up with?
I think it's never too late. It's never too late to start. it's never too late to just keep moving, get going, and do something good for yourself.
I really like that, and I'm really glad you could be here today, Mom. Thank you so much for getting out of the house for me. But thank you so much for being here. So to recap, if you guys are just joining us, we just had my mom. So we're doing. If you want to check out her story, we're gonna have it on our website on islandbykoanani.com. It's in the blog section, the Do It Like a Wahine blog. So she's sharing her journey with fitness and nutrition with you, and maybe hopefully if you're worried about your health or anything like that, this has helped you a little bit. Or if you're someone who's older, this can also be some really good advice that she's giving. But once again, thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys for the next live.
Thank you very much for having me here.
Thank you so much, guys.